everyone, welcome back to Danganronpa 2, no, that wrong intro. Welcome back to Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc, and we're here back at the Sakura trial. And we're gonna figure out why, we're gonna figure out who killed her.
But before we do, there's something I'd like to confirm with everyone here.
Huh?
It has to do with the protein can. After Sakura's body was discovered, did anyone move it or trip over it or anything like that?
What are you talking about? Is this some kind of loaded question?
Yeah, don't tell me why you're so reactive over it.
Not at all. Just answer to the best of your ability.
Well, no, not that I remember.
Yeah, me either.
Not me.
Same here. Yeah, me either.
Okay then, that settles it. That proves that the protein can found its way to the murder scene after the room was opened.
Oh, come on! How can you say that? How can you know what I don't know?
This makes me so happy. Oh, it's got me so worked up. Oh my lord. The reason she can say that is because the secret someone brought the protein to the restaurant after it was open. Oh, okay. Alright.
When it comes to that protein can, there's not a doubt in my mind. Until the locked room was unlocked, it absolutely was not in there.
So you're saying someone planted it there after we got the door open?
No, that's impossible. It had to have been in there the whole time. It had to be. It was in there before the rec room was unlocked.
When the locker was unlocked, I broke the window. If I concentrate on that...
When it comes to that protein can, there's not a doubt in my mind.
Until it absolutely.
So you're someone plant?
No.
It had to have been. It had to
be. It was in there
Before the rec room was unlocked.
When it comes to that protein can,
There's not a doubt until it absolutely.
So you're someone plant?
No. It had to have been in there the whole time. It had to be. It was in there before.
No, that's wrong. You remember how there was broken glass scattered all around the room, right?
Of course. It came from the window you broke to get in. What about it?
Well, those pieces weren't just scattered around the protein can. We also found pieces underneath the can.
What?
And this proves it. It shows that the can must have been put down on the floor after the window was broken. So it had to be after we got into the room.
I see. So that's your explanation. Kyoko, earlier when you asked if anyone had moved the can or tripped over it...
if that were the case, that would explain the can being on top of the glass.
So you asked everyone about it to eliminate that possibility right out of the gate.
And that's made everything clear, hasn't it? As long as it was a locked room, it only contained the bottle of poison, and not the protein can. But once the room was opened up, they were switched, and as a result, the protein can wound up in the rec room, and the bottle of poison returned to the chem lab.
Kina, why do you look so shocked?
If that's all true, then why did Sakura drink the poison? I thought we all agreed she was tricked into drinking it because of the protein can.
No, that's not why. The only explanation is she drank it from its original bottle, knowing exactly what it was.
Precisely. She was alone in a locked room. All she had was the poison. What other possibility is there?
You're saying she drank it knowing what it was? Such a ridiculous fiction is...
Exactly what happened.
Then tell us already. Sorry. Please, tell us.
Wow, Tagami trying to be nice. Wow, what is this?
Before we get to that, we need to clarify one other thing. We need to establish who exactly got the poison from the chem lab and took it to the rec room.
It was Hina, right? She took it and gave it to Ogre.
What do you think, Makoto?
The one who got the poison from the chem lab brought it to the rec room had to have been Sakura, Hina. I think it was Sakura.
I got it!
I was right. No.
I think it was Sakura herself.
Huh? So Sakura, who was apparently murdered, just poisoned herself? What are you talking about? There's no way!
On the contrary, we know for a fact she went to the chem lab, right to the section full of poisons.
You're lying! Stop lying! Why? Why would you lie like that?
No, it's not a lie. Sakura definitely went to Section C. Sakura showed me evidence I need. I had to hit Hina with it. I had to make her accept. Oh no, Hina! I'm so sorry, Hina.
You're a liar! What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong! I'm telling you, I did it! Stop talking! You're a liar! Wrong! You're wrong! I hate you! You're a liar! What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong! I'm telling you, I did it! Stop talking! You're a liar! Wrong! You're wrong! Wrong! You're wrong! I hate you! You're a liar! Wrong! You're wrong! Stop talking! Do you have any kind of proof Sakura took the poison?
Sakura took the poison?
This should prove it.
Powder.
Hina, did you know that Sakura's foot had a certain yellow powder stuck to it?
It did?
It did. The same yellow powder that had been spilled by the shelf in the chem lab. That powder was yellow, wasn't it? So the powder we found on Sakura, what else could it be but the powder from the chem lab?
Wait. So, what was that powder doing on Ogre's foot?
And it was only on her instep, right?
Sakura must have been standing right there where the powder was spilled. So the person who spilled the powder by the shelf wasn't Hina, but Sakura. And when Sakura dropped the bottle, she dropped it away from where she was actually standing, which is how she was able to avoid getting it all over herself. But the powder still got scattered around, and some of it must have wound up on her instep. Is there any problem with my thinking?
But why did Sakura pay a visit to Section C in the first place? The only explanation is that she was looking for poison. After all, that's all that section contained.
No! It was me! The poison! Because I killed her!
No, you didn't.
No, you didn't kill her.
The one that killed Sakura. The actions between Sakura and the poison. The unsolved mystery of the locked room. There's only one way to explain it. The one who killed Sakura. Sakura.
Here's my answer. The one who killed Sakura was Sakura herself.
What? The killer was Sakura?
Wait, so you're saying it was suicide?
I don't believe it. I don't believe it any more than I believe I can fly.
I can't believe it either. Or rather, I don't want to believe it. But when you really think about it, everything matches up. Sakura went and got the poison. She barricaded herself in a room, and she drank it, all so she could end her own life. And that explains why we couldn't solve the mystery of the locked room.
Because of course, Monokuma forced her into the locker room. Yes, it created the locker room. So Sakura wanted to create the locker room. It's Sakura again.
I got it! The locked room mystery was created by Sakura.
I'm sure she locked herself in so nobody could stop her from doing what she did. She sat there, drank the poison, and breathed her last breath. And the empty bottle of poison rolled around the locked room until we came and opened it. At that point, someone grabbed the bottle and snuck it out of the room. And that was you, wasn't it, Hina?
Hina!
You did it to throw off the investigation, didn't you? When we found her body, you stayed right there near the door. Because you already knew Sakura was dead, and because the bottle of poison had rolled near the doorway.
That's when you picked up the bottle, right? I was too shocked to notice anything, and Kyoko was busy checking the body.
And the more I think about it, the more I realize how unusual your actions were.
I have to go get them. I have to go get the others. And take you away. Hina left the rec room.
You said you were going to go get everyone else, but your real intention was to go to the chem lab and switch out the containers, wasn't it? Once you were at the chem lab, you headed straight to the section where the protein powder was kept. There, you took the powder and poured it into the bottle of poison you'd grabbed from the rec room. When you left the lab, all you had was the empty protein can. Thinking about it like that, the footprints make perfect sense.
When you were done, you gathered everyone together. And once you were back in the rec room...
I got everyone. Oh, she said hi. Sakura's been killed. I see.
While everyone else was focused on Sakura, you quietly placed the can on the ground. Honestly, I should have noticed. You should have been the first one to run up to Sakura's lifeless body. The Hina I know never would have left her side in a situation like that.
So, Sakura committed suicide. In order to hide this fact, Hina undertook a series of actions to undermine the investigation. As long as you could disguise the truth, you didn't care if we blamed you for her death. That's why you didn't bother to get rid of such obvious evidence, right? The footprints in the powder and the bottle of poison? Vital pieces of evidence, and yet...
So you're saying Hina consciously deceived us to make it look like she killed Sakura?
No! I killed her! I did it!
That's enough, Hina. It's over.
It's not! Nothing's over!
It is! Actually, no. You're right. We have to end this properly.
Here we go, guys. Alright. With all the facts, we're gonna go back. We'll go right, we'll go left, right. Alright, here we go. Here we go. What is which? Okay. Okay. Oh no, I did that one. Hopefully it did this right. Let's try. Alright. Hopefully I get everything
The
right.
killer is you! This case began when Sakura asked a number of people to meet her in the rec room. Specifically, those people were Hiro, Toko, and Byakuya. But one of them headed out a bit earlier than the others. Toko. She got there one step ahead of everyone else and looked around for a good hiding spot.
Yep, she goes to the
And
left.
she found it. She crawled into the locker to get out of sight. Then, from inside the locker, she saw Sakura enter the room. Next to arrive was Hiro. When he got there, he mistakenly thought Sakura was going to try to kill him, so he panicked. Without thinking, he grabbed a nearby Monokuma bottle and attacked Sakura with it. Thinking he'd killed her, he hastily began covering up his crime. He took a magazine from the table and forged a dying message from Sakura. To that end, he wrote down a name. Toko. By writing her name, he was hoping to pin the murder on her. But of course, Toko had witnessed the whole thing. So as soon as the coast was clear, she jumped out of the locker and hid the magazine on the shelf with all the others. But in her rush, she made one little mistake. She put the magazine back upside down. Soon after, she watched as Sakura slowly opened her eyes. She also saw the blood dripping off Sakura's head and fainted. This caused her personality to switch back over to Genocide Jack. When she woke back up, her second personality also saw the blood-soaked Sakura, and she freaked out. And just like Hiro, she grabbed another Monokuma bottle and attacked her. This explains why there were 2 wounds on Sakura's head. Assuming Sakura really was dead this time, she set about disposing of the evidence. She gathered up the broken Monokuma bottle shards and the queen chess piece. And that explains how Sakura was attacked twice with the same type of weapon. But even after those 2 blows, she was still alive. So then, what was Sakura's actual cause of death? It was the poison that Sakura herself got from the chem lab. She turned the rec room into a true locked room scenario, and then drank the deadly mixture. And there, she took her final breath. Later on, the rest of us discovered that her body was in there. We had to smash the door's window to get inside. But someone already knew what had happened, knew that she had committed suicide.
Oh, not the land. Oh, crap. Alright, I messed up over here. Oh, what's that? Oh yeah, scrap this. There we go!
Here's exactly what happened.
There we go.
And that same someone quietly snatched the bottle of poison from off the ground. And while nobody was looking, replaced it with an empty protein can. They did all this specifically to place all the suspicion on themselves in an attempt to guide the trial to a false conclusion. And the one who went to all that effort was you, Hina.
What's that, Hina? No.
That's the full truth of the case. Sakura took her own life, and you claim to be the killer to hide that fact. Isn't that right?
That's what happened? But Makoto, how did you manage to... How were you able to uncover the truth that even I couldn't discern?
You tell me. You can't see. Do you think no one can best you?
Huh? Oh, well, I mean...
You still haven't realized? We don't all act according to calculations and cost-benefit diagrams. That's what makes us so complicated. That's what you don't understand. And that's why you couldn't solve this case. See? Didn't I tell you? When you dismiss other people's feelings, it'll always come back to bite you in the end.
still not bad.
Okay. I think we can all agree you made your point. Did you guys forget already? You still haven't voted yet.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
You seriously forgot? I can feel my energy draining out of me. Well, whatever. You don't really have a choice anyway. You just gotta do it. Maybe you don't want to, but please grab your lever and cast your vote. So, who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Alright. There we go. There we go.
Okay.
Well, that's right! The one who killed Sakura was Sakura herself!
My entire
Hey, we're done
exist.
here.
What did you say?
Oh, that's the whole truth, huh? I see. And there's still one thing I don't understand.
Come on.
Hina, why did you try to cover up what happened? If the truth hadn't come to light, you would have died along with the rest of
What
us.
are you thinking?
Yet why did you do that?
Don't be mean!
Yeah, we almost died there!
What is this?
Gosh! That's exactly what I wanted! Hina? Why did you want everyone to die, including yourself? What? I mean, the reason Sakura died is because all of you forced her into a corner. You all killed her. So that's why.
You should have been the one to
I
die!
couldn't let her be the only one who died.
What?
Doesn't mean you were gonna take us all with you. We had to atone for our sins. Because everyone, even me, we all killed her. We all have to pay for our crimes.
What?
For serious sins.
What is this?
You still don't understand. Then let me explain. Do you realize just how much despair Sakura was carrying over when she died? Look at this. Such brutality, it made me desperate. So instead of just waiting to be killed, I'll do it by my own hands. That I found on the ground in front of the record. It's Sakura's suicide note. Suicide note? Thinking back, I should have seen it coming. It was right after Genocide Jack had attacked me. Sakura got mad and stormed out of the nurse's office. I ran out after her and... Sakura, calm down. You don't have to worry about me, I'm fine. I can't calm down. I don't care if I suffer for this. This is my fault after all. But now you're suffering because of me.
No
You
forgiveness!
tried to protect me, but because of me,
I can't forgive this!
my closest friend got hurt. Aw, Sakura. Sakura. Because of me, my friends are all gonna kill each other. This is all my responsibility. Sakura thought she was responsible. She thought everything was her fault. This is why she wanted to find some way to get everyone to forgive her. So you asked to meet with them. Huh? You asked to meet with those three? You can't! Didn't you see how dangerous that is? Don't worry, I just wanted to talk to them.
But,
Talk about what? Listen, don't do it. If they all gang up on you at once, even you.
Hina,
Please, don't think of things like that. They're not my enemy.
they're friends.
Aww, Sakura! Sakura. She completely believed in all of us. If you just talked to her, you would have understood she was a friend to all of us. Yet,
why?
You trampled all over her feelings. You did the unthinkable. No, that was just a misunderstanding.
What are you saying?
I sat there and call it a misunderstanding. She believed in you and you wouldn't even listen to what she had to say. Without asking a single question, you tried to kill her.
I won't forgive you.
Do you have any idea how desperate she was seeing you act like that? That's what a suicide note means. So instead of just waiting to be killed, let's do it by my own hand.
Why?
That's how far you pushed her.
Huh?
Sakura, what happened to you?
Hina.
You came. Wait, right here. I'll help you out.
Hina.
Huh?
Huh? I'm so glad I got to meet you. No, Sakura! What's wrong, Sakura? Why are you talking like that?
I have a favor to ask.
Huh?
A favor?
Some protein.
I like some protein. Could I ask you to? Yeah, you got it. Just hang on. I'll be right back. That was the last conversation I had with her. She did it. Oh no, Sakura did it. So Hina would walk away from Sakura's body and she can make it a locked room. Oh good. I went to the chem lab to get the protein she asked for. When I got there, I saw the powder. That's when I realized. I saw that someone had taken something from the poison cell, Sakura. So I ran back to the rec room as fast as I could. But by the time I got there, it was already too late. Sakura!
Please!
Let me in. Please open the door.
Why? Why?
Why did you have to die? She got weakness just like any other person. If she got cut, she bled. If someone hurt her, she felt it. That's weakness. That's normal. And yet,
Why?
I blamed her. I tried to protect her and I suffered for it. And that just added to the weight she had to carry. And I didn't even realize it. Hina, we killed her. All of us. We pushed her.
Why?
I need to be emotional. We killed her. All of us. We pushed her into a corner and murdered her. People like us shouldn't be allowed to live. So that's why you tried to lead us astray. You tried your best to make us arrive at the wrong conclusion during the class trial. Sakura died hating all of us. I wanted to forgive her of her regrets. Even that got found out, and I wasn't able to do anything for her. I could never face her after this.
Hey! Hey!
I started to get Tourette right when you're about to deliver the final tearjerker, but...
Hey!
It's taking so long. I'm about to fall asleep over here. I mean, do you really think you have any idea what Sakura was actually thinking when she died?
What is this?
What did you say?
Hmm.
You just said it's nothing for your interpretation, right? You're not thinking what suicide note meant?
What are you saying?
Of course I know what you were thinking, Carmen.
In other words,
What I'm trying to say is...
yes indeed!
The entire foundation is shaking? What if it really is like this?
What the heck?
What is this?
Of course!
Isn't it obvious?
Yep.
A suicide note. Sakura suicide note. So that note wasn't Sakura's? So Hina was getting worked up over nothing? Are you kidding me? What? But Hina already...
Too bad.
I read that one. It's all me, baby. Oh my lord, why? Why did Hina go through that?
It's true!
The one Sakura just Hina put in her room.
Huh?
But then... You lied to me!
Unbelievable!
Lie. It makes me feel so dirty. I just said alive and irrelevant.
Well now, well now, well now, well now!
I can't help it if you totally take my little scribbles as they value. You didn't even have to put a signature on it. You filthy little...
Damn it!
I'm not filthy, I didn't do anything.
Pung, pung!
Did I falsify evidence? Did I affect the outcome of the class trial? The fight played out between you and you alone. You were the one tripping around each other around.
Phew!
Heck, even if the wheel had tapped in, it still would have been between you guys. So
Zing!
what's the problem? This is all part of the production process, okay? And scene cut!
And?
So then, what did she write in her real suicide note?
What are you gonna do?
Yes, for your benefit, I shall read it using my angelic, insolent, climatic narrator voice, and I will be using Sakura.
Hey! Hey!
So, have you ever been curious about the whole suicide note thing? We came out with the other way of the note when it killed yourself in the first place.
But hold on!
It's just so unfortunate killing yourself is just so final, you know? You can never hear the rest of their story. She turns us lost in darkness, give me the willies.
Enough already.
Could you get on with it, please?
Yes, indeed.
Okay, trees, talk about Buzzbill. Alright, here we go. I have my good friend Hina. There's something I have to tell you. I had to do it like this, but you need to know. This is my final wish.
As you know, I've been giving information to the one who's imprisoned you here.
It was our first night in this strange school that the mastermind came to see me.
You see, the mastermind took control of my family's dojo and demanded I become their tool.
Aw. You may not see the importance of a dojo, but my family had watch over it for over 300 years. I like this dialogue. It's spoken, and then I have to do it. Is it weird?
I couldn't let it be destroyed under my watch. So even if it meant my own life, I had to protect it. That's how I saw things.
However, that was my greatest weakness. And because of that, I made the mistake of giving in to the mastermind.
And what the mastermind wanted from me was nothing less than murder.
But Sakura isn't like that. She would never murder anyone. They were possibly worried that until the first murder happened, nothing would move forward. And what neither the mastermind nor I expected was the incident involving Sayaka. At that point, the plan changed. The mastermind told me to hold off. Do it until we reach another stalemate.
However, as I lived here with all of you, as I lived here with Hina, my resolve began to weaken.
Watching everyone fight with such despair, trying so desperately to stay alive. I saw the weakness in my own heart, the mistake is to come into the mastermind. And more than anything...
I cannot betray those who would call me their friend.
Oh my lord, Sakura, why are you so sweet? That's how I came to feel. So that's why Sakura...
I've made a decision. I will no longer retreat, no longer compromise, no longer regret. I've made my decision. I'm going to resist you.
Of course, because of that, said to reveal her secret and made everyone else hate her. Her decision to stay true to all of you left reckless to all of you hating her for it. Is it or name oxymoronic or just moronic?
Of course, I understand if you all hate me. All of this is because of my own weakness.
I'm perfectly willing to accept whatever attack you may want to make on me.
So this is my atonement for betraying you. That's what I had in mind.
But unfortunately, that's not enough. That's what end with me accepting your hatred.
My own situation has started having an effect on more people than just me, which is exactly what the mastermind wanted when they revealed my betrayal.
My betrayal brought suspicion, disharmony. The mastermind knew that eventually it would escalate to something murdering someone else.
Of course, I'm still responsible for that as well.
I had an obligation to get the situation under control. And to fulfill that obligation, decided to do as the mastermind has commanded. I will do as I was told and commit murder.
But I've decided the one I'm going to kill is...
yourself.
myself.
If the mastermind demands that I kill someone, then that someone will be me. Then my dojo will be safe, and above all else, none of you will have to kill anyone. When I die, the source of conflict among you all dies with me. For that, I'm willing to give up my life.
If it can save you, then sacrificing my own life could have no greater meaning. Whatever you think of me, please know that you are all my most treasured friends.
I never had people like you in my life.
Huh?
Then Sakura didn't feel cornered, she didn't die hating us.
No way!
She wanted to stop us from fighting, to protect us.
Correct.
She didn't end her own life because she was weak. Quite the opposite, in fact. She was strong. Too strong. That's why she killed herself. She chose death for herself in order to protect the rest of us. To sacrifice so much, no normal person can do that.
However,
It was only her limitless strength that made it possible.
Finally, Hina, I want to apologize to you especially.
The reason I didn't tell you any of this is because I knew you would try to stop me. I'm really, truly sorry, but please don't be sad. If I can thwart the mastermind's plans, if I can keep you from killing each other, that's enough for me. This is the path that I have chosen. This is the only way I have left to distinguish myself. And you can use this net to bring the class trial to a quick end. I'm so sorry to ask you to do something so unpleasant, but I have to leave the rest to you. But please, talk to Byakuya Toko and here on my behalf. I can't tell anyone else about my plan while I'm alive, but I wanted to understand why I'm doing this. In the end, though, I hope to show myself through actions, not words. Hopefully that they'll see.
I never saw you as my enemy. You were only ever my friend, who I wanted to help as much as possible. Hina, whatever it takes, survive. Survive along with everyone else.
Oh my god.
No matter what, just survive.
But...
This is... I didn't understand how she felt, not at all. I thought we were close and so...
What are you gonna do?
Yeah, all her meddling was like totally pointless.
Uh-oh.
I thought you guys wouldn't try to kill each other, but you all ended up doing it anyway. Hey, don't say that about Sakura. In fact, it was because of her stupid meddling that the rest of you hit the big one.
Too bad.
She deserves all the blame. Everyone blame her. Go ahead, she deserves it. Now the next victim has been decided. What do you mean next victim? Nobody here blames anyone.
Huh?
Huh? First of all, you're in the wrong for tricking Hina with that fake suicide note. And plus, Sakura's death wasn't a waste.
Say what?
Because she made us remember. We're not enemies that hate each other. We're friends who need to work together.
You know?
Damn straight. This is all because of our misplaced hatred.
Well?
I don't blame her. I can't blame her. And nobody can blame Hina either. Whether or not they're at the fight never really matter because the one we need to score is you, nobody else.
What? What do you want?
That's not how it's supposed to go.
How strange.
But anyway, are you sure about that? The spelling game is a competition between all of you, remember?
Hey!
Your enemy is each other! He's absolutely right about that.
Phew!
Oh, lovely Byakuya, you understand, don't you? This is a life or death elimination match. The only way to survive is to win. There can be no doubt that those are the rules of the game. Which is why I am bowing out of the game! Kagami is now exiting the game. Wow.
Huh?
Naturally.
Sakura and Hina were both going to sacrifice their own lives to deny the reality of the game. Thanks to them, it would appear the others have cast aside their fear for this game.
Don't make me repeat myself.
Participating in a game which has lost that sense of excitement. Which is why I will no longer be participating in it.
What?
What's going on here? Now I have only one thing to look forward to.
It's all clear
That
now.
is to heap the harshest possible punishment onto the one who thinks they can control me. Byakuya, does this mean? Don't misunderstand. I haven't been moved on some thoughtless sense decision. Is that what you're thinking? Never speak out of my mouth. It's the best of my truth over the years. Maybe I can change that power. Well, I did love you. Everyone.
Hey,
Well, now can you say that Sakura's death had no meaning? Now, how boring. Nothing else can come out of this. Still gonna be the one having that fun time.
What the heck?
Fun time?
Hmm.
The guys for the big backstabber, get back on track. Don't do that to Sakura.
You want me to punish you guys?
Waiting for punishment time. Wait, but Sakura's dead. You can't punish Sakura.
What?
Wait, but Sakura, right? You're not going.
But...
Is it me?
Wrong.
Oh heavens, no. Just the Bargains that said you have to just done whatever else get out, right? And I tell you, I'm sorry to take over the Vampire Bundle.
Listen up.
But facilitate preparing my special punishment, we should not have got away.
Yahoo!
Special punishment has prepared a special guest. Okay, I should warn you. That in case, because you know, the first game trials are not allowed to be seen on any YouTube videos. I'll tell you, it's all pretty ego. It's all pretty ego. And you'll find a video on YouTube and find it and watch it for yourself. It's pretty gruesome. I will still react to it, but I will edit. I will make this because, you know, YouTube will be like, oh, delete this one part, and I have to delete it. Sorry, it's my fault. So let's start. Okay, let's start this. A special guest?
Let's get.
You!
Oh
Phew!
Dude, that really took it out of me. Maybe I'll go grill up and play the chicken. After all, there's not sometimes we're not chicken were that, and I'm about to get the grill done then. Well, give me a break, the color, the sound, the Sakura, where is that?
So,
I realize how dangerous it could be, but still, I have to do this.
but
I'm scared, but I can handle it. I don't really understand why, but
still.
when I think about everyone else, my courage starts to grow. You might think I'm just some inhuman AI, but it's true. You're not an inhuman AI, you're a great AI. So it's okay.
I'm gonna do my best.
It's for the sake of everyone else, I won't be afraid. Alter Ego's words raced through my heart and soul, and my disbelief gave way to raw anger. The anger turned to fury, black and muddy and boiling over. It bubbled up through my body, quickly overflowed and chewed me on. How dare you! That was my friend! How dare you kill him!
What's the matter?
We're friends over laptop? That's pretty pathetic. What's that, friends over basketball? Shut the hell up. He wasn't just a laptop, he was my friend. And you killed him! Is that what you call animalism? Where's the thought of it all makes people like laptops? Well, you know whatever you want. Music got in my way. He was trying to find things all sneaky.
Just as I
So
thought.
you finally noticed him.
Actually,
No, I know about it from the very beginning. I knew Shihiro was doing something with the laptop, then I knew you were using it to analyze data. Exactly how it's gonna play out from the start. What?
What are you
You
thinking?
knew and you're still cocky enough to let us take the plunge?
yep.
Well, I mean, the data in that laptop, it was, I guess you can call it a gift from me to you.
Phew.
Or maybe more like a reward in honor of you being able to unlock something so difficult.
Hey,
Of course I didn't care if you got access to that. That was just too personal, so I had to get a little, formatting.
I want to be able to help.
I want to keep being helpful to everyone. I want to work as hard as everyone else so that we can all get out of here. Alter Ego wanted to fight for us. He wanted to help at the risk of his own life. For that, he was killed. Yeah, the punishment this time has made me feel a billion times better.
Very
Death is so
nice.
soothing. It makes me remember that every love can get even lower. No, his death wasn't meaningless either. Everyone who died so far, the deaths of each and every one of our friends, they all made us stronger. I swear to God, someday you will pay for this.
Ba-bum,
Oh
ba-bum.
no, you're super mad, like just unreasonably upset.
Well,
Okay, time to bring things to a close. Oh, but before that,
uh-huh.
I didn't read the postscript.
What?
Postscript?
Yep.
Yeah, there's still a little bit more left of Sakura's note.
Huh?
Huh? Do I have your attention? Okay, then here we go. Prepare your ears for decadent times of year, truly. One other thing, Hina. There's something I'd like you to tell the others. Hopefully act as a clue to help you unravel the mystery of this school. What? A clue?
Hina.
I've spoken with the mastermind off and on the whole time I've been here until I learned one thing, which is the mastermind has done something to us. I think what they done is... That was a close one. In other words, we would have been heading deep in spoiler territory.
Too bad.
I don't want to ruin the surprise. The book club is events for today. Well, you can't just stop at the most important bit. It makes your brain rumble and tumble, huh? It makes you feel like you can't even freaking know, huh?
You guys?
The whole point, stupid, is to get back at all you for hurting your resolve. Fine, so at least Sakura's note. And I will let you and you greaseballs have it. But
Too bad.
hey, that's really right. Wait, what's this?
What?
What is it now?
What?
There's one last line in the note. And let me just say this to the master. You're not going to lay down and die. And we'll fight you, you bastard, no matter what. And that's seriously it. Huh? Well, what if Summer leaves her, huh? She won't lay down and die, she'll fight you. Oh, whatever. Who cares what the dead muscle had to say?
Well?
Okay, I'm out of here. You guys should try to get some rest, you know? And maybe take some time to reconsider how you approach this school life of ours. I'm sure you don't want to graduate because you really can't wait for the regrets of the outside world. Think about that. Big loss and big loss. Those were his parting words to us before disappearing. But what was that all about? Sakura's final message. Her last clue to help us solve the mystery of the school. The mastermind did something to us? Kyoko said something like that before, didn't she? It was after Celeste's trial was over.
You.
What did you do? What did you do to my body?
Who?
What?
Hey,
Answer me. What did you do to my body? The mastermind did something to our bodies? Okay, I'm back. Okay, let's do this. Okay, let's do this for reals. What are they saying? What are they saying the mastermind did? What did the mastermind do to us? I mean, did the mastermind plant a bomb in us or something? And if we try to leave the school, a sensor goes off, and then the bomb explodes? I've seen stuff like that in movies and comics and stuff, so it's not truly unheard of. No, I feel awful just thinking about it. I can't afford to acknowledge thoughts like that.
Yo!
So class rolled over and Monokuma's gone?
But,
So now what do we do?
Yes.
What else is there other than to head back up?
um...
Oh yeah, okay, let's get out of here. We're gonna end